And I'm going to begin to count from 5 to 1. With each number, you'll be going through time and space to the next very poignant, very important lifetime that is affecting the lifetime of Blair now. Begin now by taking a deep breath in as you go deeper, 5, through time and space, traveling to the next lifetime that is affecting this one now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Be there now.
Oh.
Where are you? You can observe it as an observer. You don't have to be in that body now. Just observe it. Can you tell me what's happening?
No, death.
Death? Observe it. Release your body from that vessel and just observe it right now. Christ. Can you tell me where you are? Allow your voice to disconnect from that body. As an observer, tell me what's happening.
I see them down there.
I see them down there. Can you tell me what your body looks like in this place?
Oh, bloody.
Bloody. What's happened?
Crucifixion.
Crucifixion. Who has crucified you?
The ignorant.
The ignorant.
Fearful.
Mm-hmm.
The arrogant.
Mm-hmm. What do they call you?
Jeshua.
Yeshua. Jeshua, is this something that was planned?
Oh, yes.
Yes, can you tell me about that? What is the significance of this event?
Through history,
Mm-hmm.
many have come to pull people back to the light. To give them that chance. To defy the rules of human nature, and to once again embrace what is natural. Been so many efforts through the history of human nature. They call out and they are heard. And the force of creation sends those like myself to once again embrace the light, as some do, but not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough. Even those who project themselves as light energy, when they face their light, They choose to stand in the shadows of their own fear and of their own destruction, still believing that there's always something that they have to reach for, but there never ever is anything to reach for it is all within. And that is what has been taught through history, through the teachers who came, that all is within. And yet human nature seems to have little patience for what goes on within itself. And when they find it, they become either afraid and they destroy it or persecute it. And then they build their walls around their shame, pretending that didn't really happen. And when they leave their bodies and they move back into spirit, and they see that the walls hid nothing, and so they are caught up into the cycle of their own ignorance, until at some point they listen. But how much has to be destroyed before it is really heard? That is the sadness of this planet. That people are hearing, but they are not listening. It takes not much to be a voice. A small voice can be heard in a very big way.
What is the message that needs to be said right now?
Within you all is life. And in that life, if you live it aligned with your God self, it becomes so simple and so easy. Speak out your truth of who you are. Have the courage of living the life that is true to you. And do not be afraid.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you need to say today?
Be aware of this time in history, of a time of deep love, respect, and show great gratitude to each other. Reach out. Be friends. Pull together. Don't persecute. Don't be afraid. Step away from your egos. You have nothing to prove. You have everything to create. And therefore in the creation of that you have every life to live right now. In this wondrous time of pulling everything together. There's no such thing as power. there's only creation. Power is a limited word. The essence of life is in being. Words are limiting. It is the feelings that matter now. And so many are feeling this power, feeling this energy, and looking to interpret what they feel, but it is very difficult to find the interpretation through words. So do it through actions. Actions of your kindness, your qualities, your love. The word Christ, the Christ itself is simply the word that makes you God. Yeah. Everyone is Christ. Everyone.
For those who have been raised with a religion, can you explain that word Christ?
The way that religious teachers have created so much dogma and conditioning around such a word, thinking of it as something beyond them. But it is simply them. It is simply another way of acknowledging the nature of yourself as source, God. So when you embrace the Christ that you are accepting yourself as God, yourself as creation. But of course the leaders who created religions, they wanted to be the gods, they wanted to have autonomy, they didn't want anyone else to. Such is humanity on planet Earth.
Jeshua, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where did you come from? What was your mission?
I came from Source. My mission was to be Source, to show people that they were Source, that they had choice. Interesting. In my day, human nature was not as educated, not as scientific, and yet they were more open, perhaps because they were not so caught up in their thoughts. And they were able to listen more to their feelings. But there was a lot of simplicity. Perhaps a word would be less sophistication. Interesting when you think about now, people with their multiple degrees and corporates and ability to create, with all their knowledge and science, wisdom and power that has been able to manifest what this planet now is. How is it they can be so ignorant? How is it that with all that is available, people still live like barbarians or act like barbarians? How is it with everything that you know? There's so much death and so much inequality amongst all the peoples on this planet. There's a phrase, ignorance is bliss.
Mm-hmm. Is that the state that we're in? In ignorance?
No. It's like a big question mark amongst everybody. As people look towards themselves as souls and are questioning their human nature. And the moment you question anything, you start to change and reach for something more.
So can you tell me how it is that your lifetime is affecting the lifetime of Blair? How are you connected?
This is a complex question. The essence of me is in him.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, his soul possesses a portion of my soul. This enables him to do the work that he does. But this is also part of his own personal evolution as well. I am not 100% through his energy as I project the essence of me through others as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is a way of being able to continue the work. Some recognize this at times.
How would one know that they have your essence?
That is their individual experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the information is usually presented to them through an experience that they will have in their development. Obviously, for some, it's not the thing they want to shout about. But for those who've chosen to be more public with their channelings of my information, that is also part of their development. But then, this is a time in history where it is so essential for you to announce yourselves as the gods you are, and to not deny yourself of this fact, even if you simply announce this to yourself.
How does that affect one when we announce ourselves as God?
You open yourself up to all of Source, of all of God, of all of that love, all of that light. It is brilliant. It's a wonderful, wondrous experience. And when you have that, it all seems so simple and so right. And what you experience is your ultimate connection with all. And the moment you have that, you'll never be in denial ever again. And you will permit your bodies, your minds, the very essence of everything that you represent, to be aligned completely with Source, unlimited in your power. What you'll have done, you'll have replaced your human nature with your higher nature, your God nature.
It sounds wonderful.
It is wonderful. That is the original state.
Mm-hmm.
That is the original state. Life without the efforts.
When you say without the efforts, does that mean that you'll be able to manifest easier, faster?
Everything. Your communities, your decisions, your leaderships, when people are of the same vibration and energies, of that like-mindedness, then you serve each other in that way. Humanity and human nature form simply create separation. When you are aligned to that God nature, there is no separation. And therefore you all become one lifeline together.
Sounds beautiful.
It goes beyond beautiful. It's just ultimate energy.
Wonderful.
It's very difficult to get people to be of one being, one mind. Humanity can be very lazy.
What can we do as humanity to get fit and not be lazy when it comes to being God?
Make it an individual experience in your own way. Live that vibration daily. It is not a great effort. The more you do it, the more it becomes natural to you. And the more you become natural with that vibration, you attract towards you others of the same frequency. And you just live your life like that.
Those who have been in a religious group have been taught to pray to God, to pray to Jesus. What is your way of asking Source for what they need?
Prayer is good. Prayer is just talking to God. This is all. It's all about communication. It's all about talking. When you open up with your communication, when you speak to God, when you speak to me or any of the vibrations who are called this planet, we're simply of all one source, whatever the label is, we're just one frequency.
So it doesn't matter who you pray to. Just ask.
Ask.
Okay.
Ask. Speak.
Wonderful.
Love. Receive. Open up to the love that is there. Open up to the equality that is there. Remember, it is humans who create rules. God does not create rules. God creates life.
Wonderful, thank you. Is there anything else that Blair needs to know at this time from you? From this lifetime?
Believe in you. All of you. You know. You know. It will be better. My dear, dear That is all.
Thank you.